It's the Clint Howard Variety Show. Now, here he is, Clint Howard.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Clint Howard Variety Show, the shortest, cheapest variety show in the history of entertainment. Now, my contract with Pop forbids me from telling you exactly what they're spending on one of these puppies, but let me put it this way. A couple Laker tickets, trip to the concession stand would double our budget. But my Crackerjack team is making up for it with blood, sweat, and tears. And speaking for myself, hemorrhoids. Yeah, that's my input, hemorrhoids. I guess the stress and strain of producing this show was a little too much because, bingo, out popped a Hemi. My first one. You know how they say burning and itching? For a couple days, I was praying for burning and itching because my ass really hurt. You know, I found that rectal cream that they advertise as cooling gel. Feels pretty good. I mean, come on. Who doesn't want to have a cool asshole? In fact, I've got a little dab between my cheeks as we speak. I'd like to introduce my announcer bouncer, Big Mike. Hey, Big Mike, hemorrhoids?
Well, I did, Clint, but I sanded them off.
And I'd like to introduce my musical director, Keats. Hemis Keats?
No, it's an Ibanez.
Well, then how about a little hemorrhoidal blues? Ow! That's enough, Keats. I hear other music. You know, this is our magic door, a portal to a whole nother world of entertainment. Let's check out the Clint Howard dancers.
Clint, baby, how you doing? Ernie Anthony's talent agency. Let me give you my card. See, my card's my handshake. We had a pal lunch the other day. We talked about Clint Howard. Wondering why he wasn't a leading man. You know what we came up with? You know the difference between you and Brad Pitt is?
I don't know.
Hair.
Jesus Christ, whose hair is that?
It's from my dog, Mauricia. He wanted you to have it. Let me tell you something. This is going to be a big female audience with this picture. Let me tell you something. You're going to need security.
Security?
Yeah.
Big Mike! No agents on the set!
Okay, you getting a hairpiece?
What'd you get suspended again for, Officer Hancock?
It was a routine police shooting, Mr. Shitty. Yeah, it was a dark night, 8-year-old kid. He steps out from behind a dumpster, brandishes a weapon on me. My training dictates I go right to my sidearm and return fire. How did I know it was a squirt gun? It was one of those big super soakers, you know, only in this case, there was no water in it. It was full of urine. It was disgusting. I did what I had to do. The kid paid for it.
Now, how's your court case coming? I mean, aren't they gonna throw you in jail and toss away the key?
Well, that depends on who you listen to, Mr. Shitty, and what kind of communist rag paper you read. No, things like that don't happen to guys like me. You see, I'm a cop. I'm different.
My guest today is a rock and roll legend. He's one of the founding members of the granddaddy of punk rock, Mr. Johnny Ramone. So you retired from rock and roll. How come?
22 years is a long time, and I'm still enjoying it, but I just wanted to get out before I wasn't able to perform at the level that fans could.
Yeah? Yeah, how was working with Joey?
We had a difficulty, but, it's like a marriage where you're stuck together, and you have your differences on what the directions.
You know, let's go back to 1974, CBGB's, Greenwich Village. What was it like for you back then, the old days?
The very beginning it was strange. I seen different types of people that I was not used to. I was a construction worker before that. All of a sudden I'm there, and it's an arty crowd, and I thought I was surrounded by a bunch of weirdos. I'd come play my show and go home.
Now, a couple of years later, I think it was like 1976, you guys did the reverse British invasion thing. Now, what was that like, London?
We knew we had to get a movement going if music was to change. We thought they'd pick up on it there. It was very exciting. We met the Clash and the Sex Pistols and the Damned right away on that 3 days we were there, and we saw a movement was developing, which we knew that would take that to change.
God, that's cool. Do you remember one particular show or maybe a tour that you feel is the pinnacle of rock and roll for you?
Like in February or March of 1996, we went and played Buenos Aires.
You know, I'm sorry, Johnny, that's all the time we have for this particular segment. You know, as you know, every guest on the Clint Howard Variety Show receives $15 in a turkey. Turkey provided by Handy Market of Burbank. Neighborhood grocers since 1963. And as a matter of fact, that's all the time we have for today's show. Tune in next week for another exciting adventure of the Clint Howard Variety Show. Play us out of here, Keith.